Today is April 14th. The Yankees win both games of the doubleheader, but then lose game 3 in Sunday. And they win their 5th series in a row, tying the 2010 team. Let's talk Yanks.
Recaps galore, weekly awards, stat lines,
streaming hot takes.
Get your Yankees news from these two fine dudes. It's time for Talkin' Yanks. Talkin' Yanks with old John Boy and Jake. Talkin' Yanks with old John Boy and Jake.
Hello and welcome to Talking Yanks, brought to you by SeatGeek. My name is Jimmy. Jake is here. Producer BBD on the ones and twos. The Yankees don't sweep the Guardians. They win. They sweep the doubleheader, but then Brad Ausmus gets saved from getting Yankees MFer because they end up losing game 3. They get walked off by the Guardians. A nice effort in the first round of extra innings. Second round, not so much. Jake, how you doing?
James Davis would have been brutal. It's backyard Brad Ausmus's birthday too. So to do that the day he turns double nickel, that would have been tough. Instead, the Yankees' toughness gets turned to the Yankees' defense a little bit, but that's all good news. Like the fact Yankee fans are being tough on the pen, they're being tough on the infield defense. That's because a lot of other stuff is really good. So that's good news and bad news in one swoop. And a reminder, the Guardians coming into the series, I think they had the second best record in the American League. So getting the doubleheader was huge. It's tough to wind down that way. Florial, double plays on both sides of the ball, hurting everyone. And you've hurt your neck or your teeth.
I was just posing.
Okay, just posing. Make sure you go check out the YouTube, everyone.
Yeah, it feels to me like 2022 Yankees, where they're good. They're going to be in the postseason. Let's use the first half to figure out what we need to do in the second half. So that's why we're nitpicking with the understanding of we have ourselves a great ball club. Let's fix the margins in a way. You know what I mean? Like you're saying, it's a good problem. It's not like we're coming at it. Anyone that's complaining is coming at it like this team sucks. It's like this team's really good, but let's not let these things continue to be bad in the future. In 2022, we had the same situation and they never changed anything. And then they got to the second half and were awful in the playoffs due to all those things. So the defense has been tough. We can't turn double plays. That's something we need to get much better at down the stretch.
Yes. Some basic stuff there. And again, when we were doing this episode last year, it's like, wait, 6 guys in the lineup ain't looking the part right now. So the fact that we're focused on double plays, Riz with another funky day at the office. But again, that's when we're at that point that we've won every series. A lot of things look good. It's trying to build a championship team, and that's supposed to be Yankees fandom goal. That is Yankees fandom.
Yeah. Yeah, that and the reliever names are just odd, but a lot of good happened as well. It does just feel like we should have won. Guardians team, I know they've been good. They haven't played many people. The lineup is crazy. Like you get past J-Ram and Naylor, and you're like, okay. Feeling good, feeling hot. Florial with a pinch hit bomb. Nice.
He's been listening. Congrats. He's been listening. Any groundskeeping, James?
We do. We have a lot of groundskeeping. Some bigger news. John Verdugo's to the IL with a left groin strain. Kevin Smith replaces him as a backup infielder on the bench. Made his debut as a pinch runner in extra innings, I believe. The Mouse got DFA'd and Ron Marinaccio got called up. Poteet made his Yankees debut. He was the 27th man. DJ LeMahieu's getting close to a rehab assignment. Boone seems optimistic about it. He's not going to do it this weekend or this week because he's traveling with the team to Toronto, which to me seems he's not close to a rehab stint because usually you go to Tampa for a little and do stuff with the team and like take like live ABs and then do the rehab stint. So I'm confused altogether about what's going on with DJ LeMahieu, but I just ride the positive vibes. Garrett Cole played catch. No timeline for him. Canely threw off a mound. No timeline for him.
McKinley more activated from the 15-day IL sent to the minors.
Yes.
And yeah,
I didn't say that one.
DJ, and we're speculating. I would assume with how close it's been to the start of the season and the fact that he's been traveling with the team and doing baseball activities, that maybe that's his version of Tampa, and then he'll kick to Scranton Wilkes-Barre or something like that, but pure spec.
It would make sense if in Toronto we get the update that he took some live ABs against some of the bullpens, like stood in on some bullpens. Usually you do something of that sort before the rehab assignment, and he hasn't yet. Yeah,
the defense he was doing like real defensive drills, which was good. Because I know when we saw him in Tampa, he was like walking, and we were like, "Whoa, that's
looked like a dynamic stretch."
I wouldn't say that's rehab. So yeah, we'll see what's going on there.
And I know I texted this, I forget if you guys responded. Did we get to the bottom of what Birdie's injury was? Because the Yankees PR said left groin strain, but I believe our dude Max tweeted out abductor,
which I assume is what Boone told the reporters.
So I don't know if we know what it is or how it happened or anything. I think most people heard the news and said, okay, so Oswaldo's going to play. Cool.
Yeah, if I search the internet, I do see adductor show up, which I know we've struggled with on this show before. So I think that's it, but
well, the Yankees PR, you'd think they'd get it right.
Can't pitch a perfect game, you know?
And they said retroactively to April 11th with a left groin strain.
Where's the adductor? Adductor's in the core, right?
I think it's one
like the abs. It's what Judge had.
Or no, it's in the hip? So maybe it's like a hippie groin deal.
Just like over there.
So it's a hip groin muscle. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Something near John Birdie's birdie.
Sounds good to me. I guess he had groin. I searched Birdie left groin, and it happened a lot. Happened in 2022 with the Marlins for a little bit. Okay. So he's used to it. Anyway, that's the groundskeeping, and kind of a small list of injury report guys. Just Canely, DJ, and Cole. Last couple of years, used to having a lot of names, so that's nice. Fingers crossed. You want to get into the doubleheader?
Let's do it, Jim, and it's brought to you by the New York Yankees MasterCard credit card. Yankee fans, you dreamed of being on the field at Yankee Stadium? I know I have. The New York Yankees MasterCard credit card and Pinstripe Rewards can get you there. First of all, everyone who gets a Yankees credit card can earn 2 free tickets when you open up. Spend $100 within 30 days of the account opening, up to $100 value. Bang. Pinstripe Rewards with every purchase you make on the card. And that can lead to Yankees memorabilia, VIP experiences at the stadium, participating in a first pitch. And you can also redeem your Pinstripe Rewards to view batting practice, warning track, behind home plate, go behind the scenes at Yankee Stadium tours, or have your little one deliver the lineup card. I know we've been pushing for me to get in that scene. For more information and to start earning rewards today, visit pinstriperewards.com. That's pinstriperewards.com. Restrictions apply. You know there's a link in the description. There's got to be a link in the description.
All right, game 1, Saturday, doubleheader. Burn, Jakey, burn.
Some Schmitty weather in Cleveland would mean rain out doubleheader Saturday. Nothing better than some afternoon cookies as Clarke and the Yanks took on Carrasco and the Guards. Top two bases full of Yankees. Trent Grisham double play. Scores a run, all right. It's 1-0 Yanks. It stay that way until the sixth. Grab my pearls. Oswaldo puts one into the jet stream. It's 3-0 Yanks. Clarke was all right, kind of looking like a tired dog. Way too many walks. 5 innings pitched, 1 earned, 5 walks, 7 Ks. Guards got 2 on a fielder choice Glaber sidewinder into the camera well, but that was it for both teams. It's Clarke to the Ferg to Hammy to Clay. Yanks take game 1, a 3-2 final.
They did take game 1. It was a 3-2 final. And it was nice to win the first game of the doubleheader. Always nice. So you don't feel like you're like up against it at nighttime. I don't know. Was there any big decisions in this game? There were some weird oddities in this game. There was the Soto non-interference call where the new rule is you can't block the bag, and Naylor blocked the bag. Soto got doubled up. I think the umpires are going to say that his body went that way because the ball took him that way. But I'm kind of interested to hear what they have to say about that. But anyway, Soto gets doubled up. Bad base running there. A lot of bad base running this series.
Yeah, both sides. Guardians bailed the Yankees out of a couple innings. Yeah, this was second inning. Yankees bases loaded, no outs, double play, Volpe ground out. Judge hit the play you're talking about was technically a double play. Judge lines to center. Soto gets doubled off. And then they were bases loaded again in the fourth, and Grisham with a second double play. So tough ass for Trent, who hasn't been playing a lot. 2 double plays in 4 innings for him, 3 for the team. That was a tough feel that, yeah, I don't know. It felt like a 6-0 game, and then it was 3-2 for a while. They get their second run. Glaber throws it into the camera well. So I don't know. It was just hitting a moment on a doubleheader day that you're like, wait, let's not.
Let's not.
Let's not. Kind of like we just said. And they didn't. And, man, Hamilton came in and was a big part of the not again.
Yeah, he got hit hard for the 3rd time in a row, but got out of it.
In his first inning, yes.
Yeah. Let's see. What they went Clarke, who another time where you're like, Clarke need distance, and he gets into the 6th, but still ends up not getting any outs in the 6th inning, so that's not really that great. They go to the Ferg right away to face the stretch of lefties, the top stretch of Guardians hitters, Ramirez and Naylor. And how did he that was the Glaber ball and then a fly ball. Okay. Ferg to Hamilton to Holmes. I think that's what they think it is. I don't know if that's what it is. I think that's what they think it is.
I think it's Hamilton to Holmes, and then they're trying to play the matchup.
Yeah, but Ferguson they have as their higher valued lefty because they went to him here as well, to clean up the mess, which I thought was more Victor Gonzalez's lane.
Yeah, doubleheader days. I mean, I think things get a little more shook up too. But yeah, I don't know. Yankees bullpen is kind of, I think, a little more of a discussion. I don't know if that discussion is now.
I don't know.
And yeah, I don't think Clarke is either. But 5 walks, dude. I mean, when the whole conversation has been like lasting longer in games, with Ramirez, sure, I get it. And even Naylor for an at bat if you lose the count. But I don't know. When you're looking at that Guardians lineup, you got to be attacking, man.
I thought they were very clearly pitching around those 2 guys and then attacking everyone else. Yeah, it seems like that's something that we need Clarke to have confidence in. Is like the problem is he doesn't have confidence. Maybe if he looks at numbers, he gets hit really hard when he gets hit. So like a quick at bats to him is like 1, 2, 3 strikeouts. And if no one bites at his stuff out of the zone, those turn into balls. So I don't know. You need to pitch to contact, but he doesn't really induce soft contact.
Yeah, him and Cookie with 5 walks each. So maybe a little umpire there, but I think also both guys a little scared to get hit.
It was a windy day.
A windy day game. Noon.
Yeah, I don't know
game?
if Clarke's going to get an award or.
I don't
if we're talking
think
about
so. I don't think.
I don't think so. I ran into this stat. Opponents are batting 438 against Clarke when they are the first batter of the inning. So he starts every inning off pretty poorly. A 471 on base percentage
this season.
To the first batters of innings, and a 625 slugging. Like that's pretty bad.
It's not great. Bad way to
7 for
inning.
16. So that's going to lead to longer innings when the first guy, gets a double. Not good, Clarke.
Gets the win. 1 earned run.
They get the win. Thank you to umpire. That Clarke in that Clay Holmes at bat at the end there. That was pretty nice. One of the most inside pitches called for a strike this season.
Yeah, that was impactful.
Yeah.
Really changed the dynamic of that inning.
Yeah, I also thought home plate umpire helped on one of the Bo Naylor check swings earlier in his at bat. He just called it and didn't ask for help at third. The next one he asked for help at third and got it. And I was like, oh, I don't know about that either. So I appreciated it.
Good.
All right. Yeah, like you said, it was a little different lineup because Trent Grisham got the start. Stanton sat.
Yeah,
tough ass for Grisham.
That was for a lot of Yankee fans reliving the weekend. Hey, that was a big conversation in our Talkin' Yanks group chat. Was who was going to play, who was going to sit, how are the Yankees going to handle it, and pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah. With Birdie getting hurt halfway through, they didn't really have any options, but it was still really fun to see. Game number 2.
Sure.
Cody Copo on the bump.
Yanks would hope to sweep the doubleheader. Little Poteet would try to make Cleveland look like sheep against Tristan Sticks McKenzie for the Guardians, and it was not stick season for Cleveland. Tony Riz with the single off his stick, and Stanton walk. They were scared to see him hit, so in the 4th, Volpe drove in Verdugo, and then Soto 3 runs on a 0-3-0 fastball. It's 6-0. Yankees make it 8. The Dub Boys, Wells and Waldo driving runs. And how about the secret life of Cody? 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run to Santana to Disco Ron's back. Yanks sweep both games of the doubleheader with an 8-2 final.
This was awesome because it was like, this is what the first game thought it should have been. So it's nice to see it come to fruition. Great singing. First 3 lines of that were just perfect.
Sure.
Poteet, little Poteet makes the start. I mean, are you going to talk about him later?
He's your Cody, right?
I've never claimed a Cody.
I believe you claimed Poteet and left Jake with Morris.
I said one day let's each take a Cody. You said you were taking Poteet, but it seems like.
I mean, that's a gun at my head. I guess I took Poteet.
Okay.
I don't know the difference to this day.
Still don't, and we haven't even seen Cody Morris.
I know it was such a blowout that I didn't even really hone into whatever Poteet was doing, but he pitched really well.
Does he get talked about later, Cody Poteet?
No, probably not by me. So it's up to you.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I appreciate you. 6 innings, 6 hits, 0 walks. Hey.
Love it.
Cody Poteet can do that against the same Guardians team. Come on, Clarke. Yep. Attack the zone.
A lot of balls in play that got out, which was nice. No swing and misses on his sinker ball. And then they went to Santana. To Ron, damn, what is that? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Got to be honest, when Soto hit that 3-0 homer in this game, I was like very elated. I'm like, all right, nice. I can just casually like take this in Saturday night, hanging out with the family, and if something happens, perk my ears up after that.
Right.
But I kind of went to less active viewing for me, which I was happy about.
That's okay. Saturday baseball was kind of built for that, especially on a doubleheader day. Then this was I was pretty not happy in game one that they didn't kind of do this, because in game one I was like, hey, if you blow them out in game one, use all your bad pitchers, then you're set up really well for game two. They ended up surviving game one. They blow them out in game two. The Soto homer was sick. 3-0 homers, man. That always blows my mind, because if they're swinging, they're pretty much trying to hit a homer.
Mm-hmm.
And he did.
Shouldn't that not blow your mind?
No, it does. Dude, they do home run derbies where they soft toss the ball and guys don't hit home runs. Like, to do that in a game is insanity.
Yeah, I guess so. I would think it's harder to hit a home run off like a 0-2 slider. That would blows my mind more.
I think I'm talking about like the player. I'm sorry, like I don't think you, me, or BBD. I don't think we're homering off of any of that. That like he's literally in that moment trying to hit a home run, where an 0-2 slider, he could be trying to hit a double or try to slap a single the other way. Like your approach changes. 3-0 pitch, that man is trying to hit a home run and he didn't.
Yeah.
Trying to do the hardest thing to do and the hardest thing in sports. And he didn't.
Yeah. It was cool. I liked it.
Okay.
Then he bunted, played small ball. Soto's kind of an everything doer guy.
Just kind of showing the team. If anyone says they can't do something.
Right? Boone, what else do you need me to show him?
I can play every day.
Two?
I have an outfield
Is that why
assist.
Mookie went to the infield? He needed to show everyone how to play each position. Just watch Mookie do it for 3 months, and then you're good. Like Soto's just going to show him how to turn two. We'll get footage of them, throwing from that sideways angle.
I see Soto at first.
Yeah, you just put my brain into a thinking thought line of Soto at first. Like, oh, could that happen? And Stan's the DH and Dominguez and Judge and if Rizzo's not going on, I was like, oh, I did it all silently.
Right.
And then I realized, because I don't know if we should do that out loud at this point in the season, especially when Rizzo had a really good offensive series. But
yeah. It's not.
Okay.
It's I think it could be fun, a daydream future Yankees chat if they can lock everyone up.
For a daydream.
Ron.
Game 3.
Ron
letting up that home run on was a first pitch changeup. Yo, the way that Ramirez and Naylor came out at the end of the game was like, okay, it's 8-0. It's 8-1 now. You'll fucking pitch to us. We're gonna swing. They just took the biggest hacks first pitch of the at bat because they got walked around basically the whole game. They're like, hey, with this lead, probably get something to hit.
Their pitching coach, Matt Blake, said throw strikes.
Ron, get out there and throw some strikes. All right, so they're going for the sweep. I was very happy when they showed the graphic that said Yankees have won their first 5 series to start the season. The last time they did this was 2010, and I was like, Talkin Yanks listeners already know. We were all over that like a week ago. So we're smart.
Surprised it hasn't happened more.
It's hard to win series. I think baseball, if anyone just started listening to us since the Yankees have been bad, in 2018, 2019, we would have to remind people all the time because like we were very good teams, and you would complain still. And we'd be like, hey guys, it's very hard to win series.
Very hard to win series.
Or I mean, to sweep
can't
series.
ask for a sweep every time. Like just
very hard to sweep series is what I mean to say.
Both
Winning
are
series is fun, but both are hard. But sweeping is like very hard. Saw that here in Game 3.
Yanks bring out the broomsticks as Nestor and the lads go for the sweep against two first-named Logan Allen. Top 3. The judge finds the pitcher guilty on 450 accounts of meat. 3-run homer. It's 3-0, but Jose. Unfortunately, that's for both teams. 2-run shot by J-Ram. Good fortitude by Trevi to make it fortitude. A nasty ending for Nestor, not the good kind. Doesn't get an out in the 5th. Arias homer, Naylor RBI, tied up at 4s into the 8th. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Mr. Weaver. Ooh, I am Florial. Estevan with redemption against his former team. 5-4. Class is in session as Emmanuel slams. Nothing. Volpe into the gap. I got 5 on it. Buenos, Cantos, Rizzo down the line. The Yankees are going to blow it. Oh, Naylor, Brennan, Jimenez, a tough double play by Doogie. Yanks end up losing in 10, an 8-7 final. They take the series 2 games out of 3.
Bam. I am Florio was pretty good.
It's Esteban.
I thought it was good. You had everyone grooving and singing along. And then you did the Mr. Weaver, and you're like, oh, okay. We just wanted to sing. And then you dropped the Florio, and everyone was like, oh, Jake's good.
That's been in a few.
Jake.
That's been in a few Florial Burns. That's a comeback one.
Yahoo. I don't remember it. I don't remember anything from last year.
Trick.
You were never a Flo guy.
No. Flo as an opponent is awesome.
2 homers.
I know, and I get a kick out of him. Both made me smile.
That's kind of my ask for years. Send Volpe to the, or send Florial to the A's was my request for a few years. And now he's with the Guards DHing sometimes.
Pinch hit bomb. Pinch hit go ahead homer's awesome.
Colliding into people in the outfield.
I still like the Weave Dog.
He threw a really nice changeup. I mean, it's kind of what I've been saying about the bullpen. At a certain time, you're going to need a couple more Jimmy and Joes back there. It's not do or die now, and who knows how the season's going to develop. Luis Gil gets pushed in this series, which we think is just the Yankees trying to save his bullets because they like him. So, I don't know. If you start thinking Yankees postseason plans, which is pretty cool that we can daydream about that stuff, because last year we didn't really. Heel could obviously be a high leverage, real type arm. Right now, there's a lot of get through the season arms in the bullpen, which is important. But
the other thing on the heel front was it looks like he's going to start tomorrow in Toronto, and maybe that does the splitting up the lefties that we asked Booney about a little bit, and they said they weren't worried about. But they said they maybe would do it if they had a chance to.
There you go.
Yep, I like that move. I like how they. I mean, you get the 27th man, use a pitcher, move Flo. It's Cleveland. Michael K's not even there. That's how you know it's undesirable series.
There's kind of a lot in this game.
Someone asked me why isn't K on the call, because we were hanging out with people today. I said it's a weekend in Cleveland.
April weekend in Cleveland.
He's staying home with the kids.
Jeff Nelson was fun. It's really cool to hear the pitcher perspective in a couple scenarios. Like that from him. Flaherty play-by-play. I don't know, Flash. Seemed like a nice guy. Was having
My
fun.
problem is Flash's voice always blends in with others. Like when it's him and Rucco, it's like the same person. Him and Nelson, the voices were blending for me. I had to really think who's talking, who's not. They were also the last couple innings of the doubleheader, that's tough.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I said, I stopped actively, and they got to be there. Like, whoa.
Well,
blah, blah, blah.
That's where I come around on Flash in the past couple years, but that's because Caster kind of baits him. Like
Yeah.
K's like, come on, dude, it's in there. Like, give it. And that's been fun. But yeah, and this is where Kenny Singleton, whose manager was Eddie Murray. No, that was his first baseman.
Best friend.
Kenny, I got really impressed when he did Kenny would do play-by-play and color, and it was like, wow, this is actually super
Cool.
impressive.
Look out!
And he'd say that too, in case people
Starts every tweet with it, all caps.
It's good. It's a way to tweet.
Does he still tweet?
Nobody knows the perfect
I know
way
at
to
one
tweet.
point the Twitter account got hacked.
Okay. I mean, how?
No, that's
There was a period where there was a
people
lot of tweets in a row selling MacBooks, and I don't think that's Ken Singleton's doing. I don't know how that all
be hacking
worked
Ken
out.
Singleton.
But
I'm trying to find it. People have no idea how funny it is that every single one of your tweets starts with "Look out." I don't think I've ever appreciated it enough until this moment.
It's a signature line. You don't see enough of that nowadays.
With an exclamation point. Started every tweet.
Eyeball emojis.
It's awesome. It's good times. Okay.
29 all time. Account suspended.
Damn.
Damn.
Hawking
Look
MacBooks.
out. I know this game. I don't know if this game just seeps into awards a lot. The Ferg hasn't really impressed me enough yet. I don't know why. He looks like Eric Kratz
A little bit.
from the
See
side
what you're saying.
profile. Found that out today. Nestor to Birdie to Gonzo. Gonzo and Ferg. One of them needs to make me notice them more.
Yeah.
Like Weaver, I've taken notice from this year to last year. I actually really like his stuff a ton and his presence on the mound. Birdie is crazy.
Yeah.
He's like a one-wing clipped bird where like he's flying 100 miles per hour right through rings and impressing everyone, or just falls for 10 feet and then like regroups. Sometimes he just throws those fastballs just so far away from the zone. And then he dots one. So Birdie's been wild, but I've noticed what he's about.
Only thing I've got on Ferguson is every time they do some sort of up or down in the bullpen, and I take stock and look at their ages, he's younger than everybody they use in that bullpen. And his age, it's shocking. He looks older than he is. It's just your face.
Yeah, I think it's none. Well, Birdie stands out because he has a dominant standout action. He can throw really hard, and he's had moments of being erratic. Like Gonzo and Ferg, they don't really have like a signature pitch.
I don't know it yet. Yeah.
Weaver, yeah, I still need to be won over a little more. I think it's still a little bit of expectation. I think it's long man Luke Weaver, all about it.
Well, yeah, I don't want him. Yes, I fully agree.
But the way
I like-
the way bullpens get used, he's going to find himself in positions like this.
Yeah, which I don't like. That's the tough part. That's where I think we need other people to step up. So it's not. But Weaver, I like as a multiple inning, keep it steady guy a lot because he just attacks. Like he's gonna get jumped sometimes, like he did to give up the home run, but he just attacks.
Fastball to Florial. Nestor probably getting talked about coming up. I don't know, man. There's some really cool Yankee moments in this one, so I guess that's probably the other sad part that I don't know. Those get back pocketed as like, oh shit, Volpe got Class A to tie up the game in the ninth. That's sick.
Trevi got Class A. Trevi has
Nice
not swung and
swings.
missed.
Nice swings from Trevi.
What?
Nice swings from Trevi.
Froze for a little, but I think we're back.
Okay. Hello?
Hello.
Nice-
I heard you say
Looks
nice
like
swings
an
from
R.
Trevi twice, but I don't know if it was. Yeah. I ran into the stat I tweeted out. He's got 19. He swung at 19 pitches, 95 miles per hour faster, and hasn't missed. Yeah, he's put them all in play.
No need.
And then so Clase comes up with 100, says single. In this third game, Soto bunting was cool. Soto delay stealing wasn't necessary.
But you forget he's just showing the Yankees he can do anything.
We got to do it.
Because he would have had that without a sick pick by.
Oh my goodness!
Platinum
What if
Jimenez.
Soto?
Ounce is any different?
What if Soto was like, if you're not fast, you're gonna get out. See?
You think that
Like,
was
what if Soto's lesson was, let's not get greedy and take the extra base. We're not fast. Like, it's not, we can do this. His lesson is, hey, we can't do this. Chill out.
It's a theory, and I'm not gonna. I don't want to take the wind out of your sails at all.
Well, I like it more that way
I know you do.
because we don't need that.
Yeah.
I liked bunting Glaber to get Verdugo up. I know it led to that double play, but I liked it before. I like it after. You're up 2 right there. The third run is awesome because that means a home run doesn't tie the game because they get the ghost runner or Manfred man on second base. So that third run's pretty huge. You got outs to do it with. I like getting Verdugo up, who has struck out a league low 8% thus far. He's going to put the ball in play. Odds are they're going to, you can score on it if it's hard hit or the input gets through or whatever. Look what happened in the bottom of the 10th or 11th with Glaber. Unfortunately, the very opposite happened, and it was a double play. Well, it was kind of a really nice double play turned by the Guardians, but I still stand by that. I liked the move, and I think it works out more than it doesn't.
Yeah, me and Biebs were watching at the office, and we both just let out an okay. Like, it was kind of not necessarily a bad move for everything you listed. It's just the other side of it is you pushed a couple across. Glaber, was in your leadoff spot ahead of Judge and Soto a couple days ago. That again, he can end the game with one swing, and then behind Verdugo was Wells, who hadn't gotten at bat yet. He came in for Trevi because he got pinch run for. So you're just putting it all in Verdugo's basket, which ain't a bad basket to put it in. Yeah. But also, I don't know, at that part of the lineup, Glaber can kind of be he throws a double in the gap and the game's also over.
I don't know if he can do that. He looks so lost. But yeah, I liked it. I didn't mind it. And then crazy double play.
Yeah, I mean, it was a nice play by Naylor. He fielded the ball and throw home, so I don't know. I don't know where my Yankee scale is at the moment, just because you see Glaber have an attempt at a similar play and hoofs it. So, But yeah, Verdugo hits it right at him, and that changed the whole momentum.
All right, get into some awards, second half of the show.
Yeah, I'd say before that, why don't you give some Guardian thoughts? There's usually it's after the 3-game set or kind of after game 1, we do some opposing team thoughts.
No, not in love with what. I don't know.
Okay.
Third place in the Central.
Wow. Okay.
Shane Bieber going out hurts. They need the pitching to be way better. None of their relievers before Clase scare me in the slightest or gave me any sense of, oh, no, or, oh, shit, he's got that pitch. Didn't get that once. So, and then their lineup is too heavy. I mean, 3. Juan doesn't scare me because he doesn't hit homers, so he can just, get on base. So 3. Give him 3 deep.
Yeah, the lineup, that second half, that's tough. That's tough. I wonder what it looks like when we see him later on the season. But yeah, I don't know. I guess the Guardians were 9-3 before he came in. So I think
but they didn't play anyone.
Yeah, and it's April. Like it's funny we do talk in Yanks and we laugh we're being pretty tough on Trevi, who's his skill isn't hitting, but it was a couple games, and he showed a little bit of it. I was hoping for a little more from the guard dogs, but again, they kind of got the Judge Soto treatment to start the season with J-Ram and Naylor, that it was kind of like, don't let them beat you, and they got pretty close.
Yeah. I wish I liked him more, because I usually like the Guardians. I always pick them for the overs. Always have a little belief in them, but nah, not really.
Okay. Need a little more juice. Speaking of juice.
3 catchers is crazy. If you got 3 catchers, you're not trying.
Well,
They use Fry in other spots. They're weird.
David Fry. Big in that last inning.
Yeah.
Bloomberg's The Deal. If you like shows, if you like podcasts and video series, you're not going to want to miss The Deal. Co-hosted by Yankees legend Alex Rodriguez. A-Rod. Every week, A-Rod and Bloomberg reporter Jason Kelly speak with big-time athletes and entertainers and executives, including Maria Sharapova, Michael Strahan, Derek Jeter, and more. The Deal takes you behind the scenes into the world of sports, media, and entertainment, and dives into the wins and losses, and most importantly, the lessons learned along the way. From Bloomberg Podcasts and Bloomberg Originals, you can listen to The Deal on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Click the link in the description. Go give it a listen. You know that feeling when you run out of your normal content? Go check out that.
First award we give out here on Talkin' Yanks is the
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees. Yeah.
I just got very excited. I thought, another one. We're kind of giving out too many too early. Let's find new talking points. I just checked the leaderboard, the results, and that's not a hindrance here at all. So I'm very excited. Volpe, proud of the Yankees for me.
Okay, go on.
Volpe had himself a nice series. He ends it. Scroll computer. He ends it with a .417 batting average, .533 on base percentage in the series, 2 stolen bases, 5 hits. That's pretty good. The hit against Clarke is put that in your brain, and that's going to make you more confident in playoffs when you face dudes who close out games that throw 100 miles per hour and are nasty. Now, the Yankees have gotten to Clarke once in the last 3 seasons, I think. So it's not foreign territory. He seems to struggle against the Yankees. 3 blown saves in 3 years now, I think. For like one of the best closers in the game. He's awesome. So Volpe getting that hit. I like that a whole bunch. Stolen bases are good. Working walks are good. This Toronto series might sell me. And I'm not like coming at this in a hater. I do think he's the leadoff guy for this team. But there's part of me that still thinks when DJ comes back, there might be like, let's put DJ there and give Volpe a breather. So it's not all this pressure and he can go back to going deeper. Good Toronto series, more work in the count. I mean, he got robbed 3 times of like hard hits this game. He had a 3-1 pitch in game 1 that he smoked and got out. So, another series working at bats the way he did and having results. I'd be like, all right, DJ comes back, Volpe stays.
He's looked great after going 0 in game 1. 2 hits, 3 hits. Every at-bat feels competitive. And yeah, the defense outside of the double plays or when he has to rush a throw looks great. And it's probably tied to some of the arm strength stuff we've talked about in the past, that he'll have to learn how to adapt his game a little with quicker transfers and better footwork and things like that. And you saw that on that final double play where the ball sploops out on him. But at the dish, I mean, my goodness, he's a changed man. I've had people asking like if Volpe fever is real, and I've told all of them buy in. Like it's fun. It looks right, and nothing about it feels fluky.
Yeah, it's awesome. He's a pride of the Yankees. The throws, we've seen this kid now come up, struggle with hitting, make all the changes, be unsatisfied, be like starving to get better. That situation where, I mean, it's got to be 4 now, maybe 5, where he's turned a double play, and this time he bobbled it, but the throw before, Rizzo had to reach over and stop it with his glove from going into the dugout. Like it is enough in a small sample size to be like, hey, that singular play, something's not right. But I'd trust him to go work on it, and I think he has the skills to better it. It's not like he'll never get that ball in the gap. He just doesn't have the range. It's not that. It's something that he should be correcting. Now, Glaber had things like this that we wanted him to correct for 6 seasons now, and never happened. Like, he has the abilities. He could just do it. But I think I like Volpe's makeup to go actually, like, fix this.
And Volpe still has father time on his side. That's why we used to say those things with Glibber.
And when we saw Volpe last year, like early in the year, saw some hiccups defensively, and he visibly improved as the season went on that side of the ball. Offense he worked on in the offseason.
No strikeouts. You mentioned that.
I did not.
Wow.
No sack flies either.
And the big thing that me and the live chat are talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd your refrigerator go?
Yeah, I moved it. It looked really ugly. You know, this stuff goes on Yes Network. Can't have a
I was wondering,
refrigerator.
Because
Sunday app
your
doesn't.
smile's been looking great, and I've been wondering if there was something there. And I was just like, nice day, Jim. What? Oh, and that's why you were doing that before. Okay, the teeth are looking good. Noted. And then, I looked back at last episode. I was like, what's changed? And You're Talking Yanks art decoration was gone.
It's gone. I moved it. I just moved it in.
You just shuffled it?
It's in that door right there.
It's in that door?
Open that door, and you'll see the fridge.
I'm not opening that door, man.
So you got a fridge closet?
I'm not getting Jumanji'd.
Yeah, the fridge isn't on, so we don't use it. Just, if anyone wants a fridge, wants to come take it.
It's a closet with a refrigerator closet in it.
It's actually the furnace room, so it's not even a closet.
It's a furnace room.
Yeah.
With a refrigerator closet.
There over due time, there should be my bookshelf and all the decorations that are on the floor around me at some point. I also have this light shining brightly in my face. That helps.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jim, my pride of the Yankees, I'm not going off the board because there's a few options. I'm sorry, Cody. I think you're getting Cleveland, which is unfortunate.
It is.
It's unfortunate.
Dude, you're getting day 2 of a doubleheader in Cleveland. Shrug.
Michael K didn't even go on the trip.
Well,
I'm gonna go Alex Verdugo.
Oh, okay. Now I'm not complaining yet. I'm ready to hear more and see, because he sees stats.
So
and I'm ready.
Between Judge and Soto, I mean, those guys can kind of always be options. Trevi ended up putting a nice series. Even Oswaldo made it move for a minute. Alex Verdugo, he's tied for the most runs scored on the team. He also tied for the most walks on the team. Not normally Doogie's calling card. And, he gets on base at a 500 clip this series, which is, that's pretty good. Jim, the big thing for me is the defense. He had a couple balls over in left field that were really testers. And then building off of the defense, Jim, one of my favorite moments so far in this Yankee season, the boys were bopping in the dugout after Verdugo made that catch in foul territory. He catches it and basically turns directly to left field where he'd been getting barked at by fans, no pun intended. He pretends to bite the ball, classic. And then when he comes in, or dogs, baby, when he comes in, Verdugo's a little bit of a wild card, so he's getting hot in the dugout and enjoying himself. We kind of forget by not forgetting that Juan Soto's 25, so he's a kid having fun. Stroman's in the mix, and it's like this reverse Donaldson effect of everything we thought he was going to bring energy-wise and intensity-wise that these kids have brought. with energy and high-level baseball. So that was a really fun moment. So that's why I'm giving it to Verdugo.
I also very much enjoyed that scene in the dugout. And it was like, okay, if Soto is the on the field leader, if he's like the Posada and Jeter of 2009, then Verdugo is the Nick Swisher, AJ Burnett of 2009. Like he is the energy. Him and Stroman seem to be like, they are like the embodiment of the energy of the team that they're putting out there. That kind of fun, the dogs, the barking, this like celebrating each other, kind of like it is really cool to see. His defense is awesome.
Man, Friday night, because the Yankees got rained out, and this is where I'm at in my life, and it's a good thing. I was super hyped to watch the Yanks. I was locked and loaded. I think Jess had plans. I was like, it's me and the Yanks tonight. You know, you wait all offseason to get those nights. And then they got rained out, and I was like, okay, what am I going to do? And then I was like, you know what? I'll watch baseball around the league. Hey, the good news, the league's in great shape, man. A lot of good talent out there. You know, the pitch clock stuff that we haven't talked about as much here as probably talking baseball. But, dude, the Yanks have that business-like approach that is cool when you're winning and you're dominant and you're the Yankees. But it's kind of where that whole line of questioning about the Yanks, and we saw it with Boone at our live event, is like, you know, get into these guys. Dude, these other teams play with like an intensity and a fierceness that the Yankees haven't had night in, night out in previous years. And it's tough to embody that in a question. And we've done it a lot here. Like, you know, you can still have the highs on the field and the lows. And then in the press conference say, you know, I was showing emotion. It's a long season. I know I got to, you know, keep a level head. But, man, as I was flipping around the league, guys play with this vim and vigor that's awesome. And the Yanks need a little more of that. And right now, Doogie's bringing that. And Soto.
Yep. It's palpable. And going around the league last year was crazy. It was like, oh, my God, other teams are having fun. The Yanks were bad. But even in 2021 or 2022, when they were really good, they weren't like this. They didn't have this mojo going. And I love it. Some stats for you here on Alex Verdugo.
Alex Verdugo stats corner with Jim the Fridge.
Missed on just 1% of swings on pitches in the zone this season.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really good. Also, hasn't struck out at all. The one alarming one that is weird is if the plate appearance lasts more than 5 pitches, which he's been very good at doing, he is 1 for 19.
Okay, that'll turn.
Has to.
Has to.
Some people in the chat are saying he didn't run the first base in the double play. They're mad about that, but he got your pride. Would you like to address that?
Yeah, I know you got in there because we saw some people reacting that way, and I was trying to figure out, there was a play in recent history that had a similar vibe, but this vibe landed on okay, and the other play did not. Verdugo hits it, and Naylor fields it coming towards the bag. He shifts his body to throw, and basically, you know, we have our $1 billion idea we haven't rolled out yet. That is, we're renting space in Times Square, and people get to throw apples at me. Basically, it's Josh Naylor 45 feet away from Verdugo, and he's throwing home with a baseball. So Verdugo does turn away from it, which is a natural human instinct. I was running it through my head, like what would the coaching be? And it would just be like, put your head down and get a little religious, like don't even look at the throw. Verdugo's head is up because that's how people run. And so he sees that ball coming his way. He turns. Now, I guess the conversation point would be, how long does his head turn? And on replay, it looked like he kept a pretty natural stride running.
Yeah, the one angle they showed is kind of deceiving. But yeah, I mean, he initially ducks because it gets thrown right by his head, by his shoulder. And then like that, like kind of whip motion leads him to looking. And then he's like, oh shit, got to run. The first 3 steps are slow out of the box. But yeah, I mean, it's a really nice play. And he's got a guy throwing a ball right by his head. So he kind of reacted to that. I I have no qualms.
Also qualmless on that play.
Bam. 2 qualmless people talking.
Okay, all the people.
Okay.
Oh.
Next up.
Oh, boy.
You Yankee motherfucker.
Oh, God.
Yo, Yankee mother. Damn, who do I want to give it to?
God damn. Traffic jam. Got more cars than the beach. God saying us.
Hey, this is kind of interesting.
Where do you think you're going? Osmus is out.
Osmus is out. I think there's only 2 options. And this is do we have a name for this from you Pride 1 series recap to MFer the next?
Flame to shame. I was kind of stealing from Talking Baseball, but no.
I think we've used it the other way around on this show for sure.
Shame, blame, game, shame, flame, frame. Choose below. Nestor.
Yeah.
Which sucks because I really liked his funkiness, having fun on the mound again. I don't know, man. You just got to pitch better. 3 bad outings and 1 good one. Now, and the good one comes off the quote unquote hungover Marlins, because people will act like it's terrible if I say that. So if I know for a fact they were hungover, they were not interested in the game when Nestor shut them down.
Just a little ad. Jazz Chisholm did just drop a song on his Instagram, so go check that out. But go on.
Okay. Anyway, Nestor, you gotta finish games.
Yeah.
Or start them better.
I've got a little bit of a theory.
Okay.
I think Nestor was getting too cozy because he was kind of cruising in this game.
Yeah.
And then Jose Ramirez, who's the one no. That's the one no. Dude, it's a 1-2 count. He throws him a changeup in the zone. And where Nelson was good, he said, "Have you seen Ramirez's swings? He's sitting off speed." Now I don't know about all that jazz. I just know if you've got a 1-2 count on Jose Ramirez, that pitch kind of can't be in the zone. Like everything we just talked about, you kind of can't even provide that option. And you saw Nestor on the mound. I was wondering if he was going to go silly because when Nestor's right, he gives that up and he does a head tilt and he's like, damn, like that's a little bad, but I'm okay. He let out kind of I think he said one of the bad words because he knew you can't give Jose Ramirez anything to hit there. So that was a mistake, and that changes the whole day.
Yes. His final line is 4 innings pitched, 4 earned runs. It's bad. Like his game log is now not good. So I don't know. He needs to find a groove or a landing area at some point.
It'd be a big next one for him. Who's he got next? He's probably going to miss the next.
Marlins?
I think he's got the middle game of the Rays as we're pacing right now.
Are we going Jays, Rays, Marlins?
Jays,
Rays, A's.
Jays, Rays, A's. Even more ridiculous.
Jays, Rays, A's, Marlins?
Thursday off day.
What's with you and the Marlins, man?
They're playing them. They already played them.
They played them.
They're done. They don't play again.
Yeah, Milwaukee after Oakland.
Oh, nice. They're fun. They're hitting. All right. So, Nestor.
Yeah, I get it.
MFer?
I get it. That was a good pick, Jim.
Thanks.
My MFer. Nestor. Who played bad? If I go Glibber, do you think that's beating a dead horse?
No.
Then
I
I'll
think
go.
there's Tim or the Ferg if you want options.
I had a secret third option. I might save that for an award. I'll go Glaber. Like you said, at the plate hasn't felt like Glaber Torres or Glaber when he's right yet. To even the point that, a bunt seemed kind of okay, and that's what I said as well. And then the defense, man, we've kind of, I think last episode we even left on a note when we were talking about Glaber, like, that haven't noticed the defense, Glay. That is neat. That the complete tone of this episode wouldn't have been changed, but man, when you got infield in Josh Naylor at third, and that ball comes right to you. Don't get me wrong, it's baseball, and that wasn't a mental error. Maybe when you don't grab it initially, the mental error is not getting it out at first. There's an argument there, but I get being competitive and trying to make a play. And then the Glaber sidewinder throw. I mean, I don't know. It just you turn into old person a little bit, but it's, I think someone said like, hey, Cano won Gold Glove, so when his sidewind throw went away, we were, I guess in hindsight, people are fine with it because some people weren't at the time. But yeah, when Glaber does that, it's just kind of like, well, that's tough, man.
Defense is contagious right now. That final play, though, just seeing Glaber searching for the ball between his legs, like dropping something, just feeling for it as the game goes away.
Wilts away.
It's not fun. Not good. Defense is bad.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Sorry,
that moves
Glay.
us right along to the next section of show called
BBD, do you want to announce something that has kind of happened in the chat?
Chat, you've seen some of it already, but membership's on our YouTube channel. Now live, access to some emojis. Right now, just a little extra way to say thanks, and you get some extra usage there. You'll stick out a little more in the chat. You get a little emoji next to your name. I think I believe I'm seeing some people showing up green now. That's always nice.
Oh, that means something?
Yes, I believe that means they're a member and they have the emoji next to them. At least on my end. I'm not
what
looking
up,
at it as
X
another
Dope
chat
Z?
member. I'm looking at it as owner of the channel. So maybe in the chat that's different. I don't think it is. Don't know. But
X Dope Z. Shout out.
if you're in the chat right now and don't see the number, you can refresh and I believe then it'll pop up. But if you're watching this later, it's the button that's next to the subscribe button that you should also hit. That one's free and helps us out.
Apparently this happens
this
on a lot of
is-
YouTube channels, so we're doing it. So check
an
it out.
extra level. And there might be more stuff coming on this front eventually, but keep an eye out. It's there.
Who's your first award, Jim Buck 2?
My first award goes to the light him up. Light Jake up. Light Jake's ass up.
What's the name of the award one more time?
Light him up. Light him up. Light Jake's ass up.
Okay, so there is a double there. It's a double light 'em up. Light my ass up, huh? Light my ass up.
I mean, you would just naturally assume it's you. Could be any Jake.
It could be any Jake. Jake Cousins got sent down, so is it a pitcher? Jake Cousins was on the team. Let's go with Rizzo.
Wrong.
Okay.
Wrong. But you were close because this was someone that visited our office, lit you up in floorball.
I was thinking him.
Jose Trevino has himself a nice little 2 games that he played.
Yeah.
4 hits. He had a walk. He had a homer, his first homer of the season. He gets a base hit against Clase to mount the rally in the 9th there. And good, man. Like, you're not dead. Because Jake has been saying that you're sleeping dead guy. So you got to light Jake's ass up,
What's
prove him
that?
wrong. You can hit.
When did I say that?
I don't know. A couple episodes ago, I rewound it back before the episode to make sure of it. And you said something like, this dude can't even hit lefties anymore. And I was like, yes, he can. He gets a homer off a lefty. That's what he should be doing. That's great.
Wait.
What?
I don't know if that's true, and you're saying it like it is.
Truth doesn't matter when you're giving out awesome awards. Look at any award show.
It's kind of true.
You know?
Well, you're basically admitting it wasn't true in that statement. You just said truth doesn't matter.
Yes. I'm just saying don't worry about it.
I'd use that in the court of law.
It gets overturned a lot in that court.
Yeah. It's a
Court
flawed
of
court.
law.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Hammered
Trevino
a couple-
says, up yours, Jake.
Hammered a couple balls in that Marlins finale. So, hey, find it.
Hit off Class A. That's nice. That's forever.
It was 100 miles per hour. He just needs heat, I guess. He's a fastball hitter. The homer was cool.
Yeah, that's I think I said because I think that Marlins series where they were hungover or whatever, he looked like he leaned into one and it got to the warning track. And that was that was a yellow flag. That was like, wait, what's that about? Maybe it's one ball in April, who knows?
He's drowning.
Okay.
That was you. That's what you said.
Trevi, platinum gold winner. Gold glove, platinum glove winner, not platinum gold glove. Maybe they paint over it. I don't know. I don't really care, whoever does that process. Trevi, who last year, Jim, we didn't like his hitting. He had the hurt wrist, right?
Yes. Played through it all year.
Trevi last year against lefties, smaller sample size, 41 at-bats, was 268, 318, a 782 OPS. So last year, even while he was hurt, he did hit lefties. The year before that, with the Nueva York Yankees, he really hit lefties. So Trevi, that is his job on the team currently, is hit lefties. The year before that, Trevi's big year, 304, 360, 882 OPS versus lefties. Trevi versus righties, he's trying to slap hit, apparently searching heaters, fast heaters. Against lefties, he is a little bit of a threat. So that is what we were asking him to do. I think we were a little nervous coming off a wrist injury, which that can always be tricky for a player. But it was a little bit of a reminder, like, you know, we've seen really good ball players have bad Aprils, and it's April 14th. Like, I don't know. We're making content. Are you the fridge now for those live in the YouTube?
Yeah. I turned into the fridge, turned into decoration there. You're smart. Okay. Your first award?
My first award is a bad case of eclipse neck.
A bad case of eclipse neck. Bad case of a broken neck. Eclipse neck. Rizzo.
It's a good guess because I guessed it and you're wondering. It's going to Juan Soto. Jim, we've talked Soto enough, and the award, I mean, in a way, it's a cousin to Judge. Judgey pissed on one this series. Judge hit one 450, like the perfect swing, that high Judge finish. It was awesome. Who was on base? Juan Soto. And they showed the replay. Soto takes a couple steps, and then he kind of gets eclipse neck, and he watches it. 450 deep into the bleachers in Cleveland, a place that not a lot of players go. And I had a little flashback. You know, I've talked about Rizzo and Judge a lot on this show. When Rizzo first came over, he was enamored with Judge. And I think my theory was, it was a Little League baseball theory, that it was the first time Rizzo played with a player that he was like, they're better than me. Like, he was kind of obsessed with Judge. Soto, I don't think it's necessarily that boat, but I think he saw Judge do that, and he's like, ooh, Aaron Judge does that stuff, and I'm here? And he got
Not many
eclipse neck.
players can do that.
No.
Like, that was a bomb. It was like 25 seats up in the bleachers, and they got a tall wall out
Top
in
of
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Tall wall.
Tall
Everyone's
wall.
talking about it.
Yeah. Rizzo tried to hit one 500 feet straight up. Worked. Got him single.
What was all that? Man, that wind, huh?
The wind in game 1 was really affecting the Guardians
Yeah.
and not the other team playing.
But also not penalizing them that much, too, because we're getting thrown out. Anyways.
They get thrown out, too. People are stealing on the Yankees like an odd amount. Like they saved Nestor. How many? Is Nestor the pitcher that's been saved a bunch now? The Naylor just took off for third.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that's about the Yankees. And those have been with 2 outs. And, like, pitchers in their biggest struggle of the game have gotten bailed out. I don't know.
Yeah. Someone did Corbin do it in Arizona? Someone did it in Arizona, too.
I think Corbin or one of their runners.
Yeah. Very odd.
I'll take
So
it.
that was Soto for watching Judge's homer.
Yeah, for watching it and, like, liking it. Like, everything I talked about, Soto, or with Verdugo and Soto, and the vibes are up, and that's how teams are supposed to be. That was Soto's version of, like, oh, my God. He does that in games?
I get to be on base.
That was his version of this is going to be really fun.
I agree with him. Okay. Next up is the Don't Make Us Ask award.
Don't make us ask.
No, it's not, Jake. It can't be that.
Can't be that award?
It can't be that.
I've got to guess because I think it was. Well, no, that would be giving away my award potentially. Austin Wells?
No, goes to Rizzo.
I did see.
Yeah, flip-flopped you. Don't make us ask what's going on.
Yeah.
Well, like, what's going on?
What's up?
Can anyone go ask him? I don't think so. He has such a pedigree of being so established and such a good first baseman that, like, can Boone or the hitting coach be like, hey, man, because he knows he's got to be as beat up as anyone. But what's going on with Rizzo?
I think it's one more away from, like, you know, you could do early season weirds, 1 or 2 fluke plays. That if there's a next one soon,
if he doesn't get through the rest of April clean,
I think the media will feel comfortable asking, like, what's up, dog?
The one with Oswaldo today that just was in his glove, and then he does he have a new glove on? And it's interesting because usually Rizzo makes all these plays so he doesn't have errors, and then also makes all the plays that are extraordinary, so you're not going to get a reward and error on them. But he's not making those either, so it's the errors, which are now 4 in 16 games, and the graphic was he had 4 in those last 92 games, so that's rare. But even some picks he makes previously that he's not making, they're not errors.
Yeah, those errors that generally get charged to the guy who threw it.
Yes. Like, you know, I always said how much he helped IKF and he's helped our bad infield for a while.
Right.
Well, he's currently not. So that's why we lead the entire league, because Rizzo's not bailing them out now when they do make a tough throw. And he's also botching some easy ones. So it's like a double whammy.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if there's... I'm not sure of the answer. And I hope it's just that it was early season weirds. But yeah, I mean, even the Volpe double play ball we talked about, there's another world where it's like, wow, did you see the play Rizzo made picking that? Like, you know, we're barely gonna talk about that, but Rizzo makes a nice pick, and that, like, Yankee fans didn't even expect that at this point, because it's just like, hey, we're like 2 steps away from that.
Yeah. So I don't know if you got to ask him because he should know. But like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Okay, you're up.
Last most prestigious award. I am going to go with the Pick a Side Award.
Pick a side award. Now I have kind of a layup situation, and I'll guess it. Oswaldo.
I can see why you guessed that.
I knew it was wrong.
But I did just tell you that I had an award for Austin Wells. Austin Wells, he only plays in, well, he appears in the end of the last game, but he goes 0 for 3, gets 1 RBI in the sac fly. It's now funny, you know, we've been doing like a Wells looks good. Wells is having good swings. Now, you know, Trevino with a couple good days at the office, his numbers are better than Wells. I obviously don't know everything about Austin Wells as a hitter. We saw a sample of him at the end of whatever the heck last season was. It looks hitterish, and that's what we heard even when he got drafted and all of this. Right now, it just feels like his good swings are currently MLB outs. Like he's going with balls the other way, but he had a couple balls that were kind of Gary-ish. Obviously, Gary was pulling them. But they kind of landed in Gary sections that it's like, well, that's a nice swing, but there's always going to be an outfielder there. And then right now it feels like he has a full field approach that I wonder if for a series he's like, hey, I'm going to try to get around on some balls and hit a homer, hook some doubles, or if he goes more like, hey, I can drive the ball the other way and get some balls to drop. But right now, again, April 14th, could be talking about him as a pride next episode. I don't know.
I think I'm still okay with because the look of it looks like he's competitive.
Agree.
And there, just needs something to fall. I think all of his expected numbers are crazy. I think he's the biggest gap in expected results, which I'm not a blind defender when I see those, as some people are, as I've said a lot on the course of all these shows. I won't really like stand on those, and the end results matter. But that and the feeling that I don't feel like he's an easy out or he's just out of it at the plate right now has me saying, all right, let's just keep going. I don't know if anyone's seen Rortvet's tearing it up, so that's kind of interesting.
It is. It's a funny page.
Obviously.
I think pitched this weekend, maybe. Yeah, of course, right when people started tweeting a little bit about the Wells expected numbers, now it is just such a big difference that it shouldn't be ignored outside of the sac fly in that game, too, yesterday. Some of the lesser contact I feel like we've seen from him this season, but that's baseball.
Austin Wells has 3 hits this season. One is a bunt in Houston, the one that Parker Mushinski threw away. And then he has another one in Houston, which was a broken bat, end of the bat, opposite field, and then he turned on one like nice single in Arizona. Otherwise, again, I do think there's some bad luck there, but I also had like a moment of what you're saying with those numbers. Gary Sanchez expected batting like hey, Austin Wells, you drove that ball the other way 360 in the gap, and a good left fielder is going to catch that ball.
A right fielder. I feel like all of his outs are a right fielder, center fielder's gap.
I think he's been driving it the other way too. He's had like a full field approach.
Okay. Yeah. Eventually just line it in front of him or something.
Boom.
A couple that feel like they get out in June and it's April but that's not when you played this game.
Yeah. Some other stats for you that you might care about.
Sure.
Oswaldo Cabrera, driven in 10 runs versus relief pitchers this season, leads Major League Baseball. Oswaldo Cabrera didn't really get talked about. With Birdie going down, he is going to play.
Yeah.
Because Kevin Smith is on the bench now, which means our bench is just unstartables. I mean, Jones has had one plate appearance this season, and he made the roster over Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
So Oswaldo's starting every game until DJ comes. IMO. He's been awesome. The home run was awesome.
Interested to see if Kevin Smith is a candidate to replace anyone defensively, just because he actually is a glove, or Jahmai Jones, I think, is a second baseman.
And he came in to pinch
But
run
not
because then he on the
startable.
field, so could happen. He also took off on that hit to score, the Volpe hit. He was booming. I liked seeing him change gears from second to home. That was cool to see. Another note for you, Yankees relief pitchers have a strikeout rate of 31% with 2 strikes, which is lowest in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, I mean, you could see the hitters. Ferg, I think I've seen it in a Gonzo at bat. Clay's obviously a horse of a different color, robot horse. But yeah, it's one of those, like, the hitters are comfortable getting 2 strikes because they're like, okay, well, I can fend off your other stuff.
Yeah, the bullpen, not scary. I know it's been good and not bad, but it's not scary to me. And I don't know if that's pitch calling either or attacking, but yeah. So when they get to 2 strikes, they have the least likely relief staff to strike you out.
Okay.
A little bit of a bummer.
Feels regular season-y bullpen right now.
Yeah. Anything else?
You mentioned Waldo. Tough day for Trent. Giancarlo? No si puelo?
Not a good series for him, I don't think. Sat, only played 2 games. What did he do in the other one? But he had the swinging bunt in this one.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
And I think that's all.
Pretty much.
Okay. Who we got coming up?
Toronto. Jays, Rays, A's.
How is Toronto? What pitchers do you know?
Says Bassett, Kikuchi, Gossman.
That's cool. All real pitchers, all like good pitchers. Kikuchi shut him down. They got to Gossman. They didn't face Bassett, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Rios?
so.
Or no. I think they faced that kid.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
Mitch White, the other one. Bowden
Yeah.
Francis.
They faced Mitch White, too. He
Yeah.
trailed Gossman.
Gossman been getting roughed up. Colorado.
Velo still.
I think Velo's still down. Rockies got him for 6 earned runs, 10 hits in 3.2 innings.
Is Toronto still sad?
I can't speak well on it.
Okay.
We'll find
Did they
out.
win or lose today? Lost.
Your Jays won today. So they won a series over the Rockies.
So they're 500. They're 8-8.
8-8.
They sweep the Yanks. They're right in it.
Hey.
Yankees have Heel, Rodon, Stroman.
Seems lined up that way.
All right, let's go, Rodon. Pitch. Pitch. Bullpen's a nightmare. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
I just I was thinking who's available in the pen. You know, that's like, okay, we got Heel tomorrow. Who's available in the pen? And then I thought, doesn't fucking matter. They're all the same right now, besides Clay.
I think
And Hamilton and Birdie.
Hamilton days are different. Hamilton's been good. His second inning was very dominant, and I forgot he got his first 2 outs quick. in his game. I think when Hamilton's available, that should feel a little different currently.
I do. Then they got to stop burning him in one game, just having him throw 30. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They gotta make him available twice a series.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of, with having that, the doubleheader kind of took him out.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's all. Go Yanks. Tell them, Grams.
Go Yankees.
5 series wins in a row.
That ain't bad.
Not enough.
Should have won 6.
That's enough.
Base running, defense.